Hey, Spencer here from leadingworshipwell.com. In this video, you're going to learn how to lead the song Jireh by Maverick City Music with just you and an acoustic guitar. If you haven't checked out the cover that I put out of this song yet, you can check that out right here. That's going to show you the arrangement that you're going to learn in this video. Also, I'm going to be using some advanced guitar chords in this tutorial. I'll show you everything you need to know to play the song. But if you like those advanced guitar chords and you want to learn even more of them, check out the link in the description below to a free PDF I put together called 25 advanced guitar chords, where you can learn even more of those advanced guitar chords. Other than that, let's get into the tutorial. All right, first things first, let's start with the intro, and there's a lot to break down here. First of all, capo 2, we're playing G shapes. We're in the key of A for this tutorial, and we're going to be doing some finger picking here at the beginning, so I need to show you a few things about that. And the first is this technique of slapping. So we want to get that sound so we can go. So all you do to make that happen is you take this fleshy part of your hand right here and smack it against the bottom few strings. And then these strings hit like the fretboard up here and make that cha sound. So that's what we're aiming for there. Also then, in addition to that, once you get that technique down, there's going to be a part here in the intro where I do that, but I also hit a note at the same time. It happens in the second half of the intro right here. There it is. All right, so to do that, we not only need to hit those bottom few strings, but we also need to flick out our finger to hit that top note. So you can practice that just by going. So hit it first and then flick out your fingers. And once you get that down, let's move into the actual intro. Here we are in the actual intro now. Now that we know those techniques, we can play it. I'll try to play it slowly here first, and then I'll play it full speed. Altogether, it sounds like this. So that was slowly. Let's play it normal speed. You can watch this part of the video back again if you need to focus on it more. Sounds like this. Into verse number 1. Here we are in verse number 1, and we're going to keep that slapping going as we play through verse number 1. So keep that in mind as I play through the chords. The chords will be right here. Altogether, verse number 1 sounds like this. I'll never be more loved than I am right now. Wasn't holding you up, so there's nothing I can do to let you down. Doesn't take a trophy to make you proud. I'll never be more loved than I am right now. I'm going through a storm, but I won't go down. I hear your voice carried in the rhythm of the wind to call me out. You were crossing oceans so I wouldn't drown. You've never been closer than you are right now. Jireh. That's verse number 1. You might have seen me do this real quick. Sometimes I do that between the slaps, so it's like, then you are right now. So if you want to mess around with that, I'm just going like this on the guitar. Let's move into chorus number 1. Here we are in chorus number 1, pretty standard chords. I just want to show you one thing I'm doing on this C chord here, standard C chord. I'm going to be hammering on the 2nd fret of the D string. So pay attention to that as I play through. Altogether, chorus number 1 sounds like this. Jireh, you are enough. Jireh, you are enough, and I will be content in every circumstance. Jireh, you are enough. into a little instrumental part, and in this instrumental part we're going to be playing a C like this, but doing the same thing, hammering on the D string. And then whenever we get to this G, sometimes I go to like a G suspended. That's the first fret of the B string, and then go to a second fret on the G string. So it would be like, something like that. So pay attention to that. I did that in the chorus as well, if you were wondering what I did there. The instrumental sounds like this. You are enough. Move into verse number 2. Here we are in verse number 2. We're going to be playing pretty much the same chords that we just played in the chorus. Altogether, verse number 2 sounds like this. Don't wanna forget how I feel right now on the mountaintop. I can see so clear what it's all about. Stay by my side when the sun goes down. Don't wanna forget how I feel right now. Jireh, you are enough. Into the chorus. Jireh, you are enough. And I will be content in every circumstance. Jireh, you are enough. Into the bridge. Here we are in the bridge. I just want to show you one thing I'm doing here. I'm going to be playing a C like this, but while I'm playing that, sometimes I hammer on from the 7th fret to the 9th fret on the G string, so it'll be. So pay attention to that. Altogether, the bridge sounds like this. There's like a little instrumental part at first, and then we go into the words. I'm already loved, I'm already chosen. I know who I am, and I know what you've spoken. I'm already loved more than I could imagine, and that is enough. I'm already loved, and I'm already chosen. I know who I am, and I know what you've spoken. I'm already loved more than I could imagine, and that is enough. That is enough. That is enough. That is enough. Into another chorus. Here we are in another chorus, playing chords that we've already played in the song. They'll be right here. As I play through it, sounds like this. You are Jireh, and you are enough. Jireh, you are enough. And I will be content in every circumstance. Jireh, you are enough. Into the little tag part. Here we are in this tag part. I'm not really sure what to call it, but it's got this sort of this syncopated lead line that I added in where we're mimicking the melody that's being sung. So it looks like this. Try to pay attention to the timing on it. It's a little complicated because we're gonna go between a C like this and a G over B essentially, and then add some stuff on top of that. But you don't really ever hit this B note. You just kind of slide your middle finger down to get to that second note. So keep that in mind as I play through this. I'll play it slowly here. I'll try. It's hard for me to play things slowly, but it sounds like this. now full speed, and then I'll go into the actual part where we sing, because you're just playing that for the first half of it, and then we'll switch to chords, and that'll all be right here as I play. Sounds like this. Here's the instrumental. And if he dresses the lilies with beauty and splendor, how much more will he clothe you? How much more will he clothe you? And if he watches over every sparrow, how much more does he love you? How much more does he love you? And if he dresses the lilies with beauty and splendor, how much more will he clothe you? How much more will he clothe you? And if he watches over every sparrow, how much more does he love you? 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 How much more? More than you eyes think or imagine, according to his power working in us. Yeah, it's more than enough. More than you eyes think or imagine, according to his power working in us. Yeah, it's more than enough. Into the final chorus. Here we are in the final chorus. Pay no attention to the dog barking above me. And this gets quieter here, so the final chorus sounds like this. You are Jireh, you are enough. Jireh, you are enough. And I will be content in every circumstance. Jireh, you are enough. Congratulations, you just learned how to lead the song Jireh by Maverick City Music. If you like some of the chords that I used in this tutorial, check out the link in the description below to a free PDF I put together called 25 Advanced Guitar Chords, where I'll show you even more of those advanced guitar chords. Other than that, thanks so much for joining me. Until I see you in the next video, keep leading worship well.